Okay, welcome everybody to another episode of Reincarnated as a Podcaster. We are your hosts. Or I am a host, I guess. Me, the Ed Boy, is the host.
We're all hosts at some point.
And with me are the Bobby J, the Bob, the Robert, and I was gonna make a joke, but I was just say the forest. The trees. The man who can't see the forest from the trees.
Only in the mirror.
Only in the mirror. Only in the mirror. And today we are going to talk about movies.
Dude, I thought you were gonna do an Elden Ring joke with the "I am your host, bloody fingers."
Foul tarnished. In search of the Elden Ring. No, we're talking about the Oscars.
In search of the Oscar. Okay, I
Yeah.
see.
We're gonna see who won the Oscar.
Yeah, we're gonna see what bullshit came out this year, because every year that's kind of how it is, you know.
Dude, I heard Will Smith burned the Earth tree.
He did.
He burned a lot of things.
He burned a lot of things.
Cardinal sin.
Cardinal sin. Exactly. Oh boy.
So I'd like to start. How many have we seen?
How many movies?
Of like Best Picture, or just in general of everything that's been nominated?
We'll go with everything that's been nominated-ish.
Maybe half.
Yeah, about half.
Not 3/4.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you breaking over?
I am branding. It settled down. It settled down. We good.
Okay.
It was the mixer.
Oh my god. Okay.
Where are we starting?
Huh?
Where we starting?
So we're gonna start at, I guess, the bottom category as far as the site is concerned,
Which is writing.
which should be writing. Yes.
Original screenplay.
Dude, it should be your best.
Writing original screenplay.
Should be your best category, right?
Sure. Or adapted screenplay. I don't know. I mean, it's interesting to see how each one does things, right?
Okay.
Adapted to original.
I'm going in blind. I didn't see the Oscars. I'm just reacting to them.
Okay, sweet, perfect.
I've seen just the main
I
one.
saw the
That's
meme.
it.
I know we never really sat down and talked about nominations and stuff beforehand. I don't believe.
No.
So I'm going to read off the nominations. Since you have no idea what's going on, I'll let you try to guess, and then I will tell you
who
the
won.
winner.
Nice.
So I got my phone too. So I got either way.
Going in blind.
I'll go on
Because
the
he
next
doesn't know,
one.
so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. I mean, I've seen most of these results already. Anyway, so the nominees for writing original screenplay were "Don't Look Up" by Adam McKay, "King Richard" by Zach Baylin, "Belfast" by Kenneth Branagh, "Licorice Pizza" written by Paul Thomas Anderson, and "The Worst Person in the World" written by Eskil Voigt. It's probably Voigt. GT is like a oi sound, isn't it?
I wouldn't
think.
say any of the
Paul
names.
W.
There's no
Anderson
point.
wrote.
Licorice Pizza, yes, he did.
Paul W. Anderson.
No, Paul Thomas Anderson.
Different.
PTA.
But they're all the same.
Different Paul Anderson.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a different director. I know.
One writes good shit, and the other one
Change
does
your
licorice
name.
pizza.
Who do you think won?
Don't Look Up didn't win.
No, it did
Of
not.
course not.
What was the last one you said?
The Worst Person in the World, written by Eskil. I'm guessing it's Voigt. I'm going to say Voigt because that makes sense in my head. It's like VOGT.
So just say the title. Doesn't matter. Who cares about the writers?
I was just saying.
Fuck you guys. We're gonna be here for 20 hours if we say every fucking name. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. I'm going to fly through. Super fast. What do you think it was?
We don't have to go
Licorice
super fast.
Pizza.
No, it was Belfast.
By
By Kenneth Branagh, which, by the way, he's a Poirot.
Yeah.
The Mustache Man.
Yeah.
The Mustache Man.
Watch your last episode. Talked about the Mustache Man.
But did you watch? I found out there's a prequel
To the Mustache
to
Man?
yeah, like they remade the Oriental Express, which I didn't know.
Like another remake of.
It's the 2000. It's with him in it as he's the main actor.
Oh yeah, because you saw the original.
But that's the one I saw.
thought you were talking about the new one.
For some reason, I thought you were talking. I forgot you did sit down and
it's
watch
not
the
the
original.
original
Yeah,
I thought he was talking about the one that came a few years ago.
yeah.
The whole
with
time.
Kenneth
The
Branagh.
original one's God tier.
I know the original
remake.
one's got tier. It was
And-
okay. And that's why I said it was just like, oh, it's okay, it's whatever. Because that's what I thought you were referencing when we talked about it. Because it's with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is like a sequel to that.
I found that. I just watched it. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Okay. Onwards.
That's why he's so confused when we're like, is this a sequel?
Yeah.
It all makes sense.
It all makes sense now. It's all coming together. But yeah, that guy won. Mustache Man won.
Good for him.
Writing original screenplay.
It's a good movie, I'll say.
Yeah.
I liked it personally.
Belfast? Writing an adapted screenplay. Nominees are, and you're just looking at it, so it doesn't really matter at this point, right? You have Drive My Car, Dune, Lost Daughter, Power of the Dog, and Coda.
Why'd you say it in alphabetical order?
Huh?
That's how it's listed.
Yeah, but he said Coda at the end.
Oh, because it was the one at the top. Spoilers. That's the one that won.
I actually really liked Coda.
I heard that's like the one.
You didn't watch it?
I'm sorry, it's the one I didn't get to.
We talked about it 4 months ago.
I
I'm like, you
know,
should
and I
watch
just
this
didn't get to
movie. Like,
watch
I'll
it.
get to watch it, and then
He doesn't have Apple TV.
Does that really matter?
Yeah, I definitely. You should just use my Apple TV.
Yeah, that's
That's why I gave it to Bob.
Yeah.
Because he probably didn't watch it either.
But that's interesting. All the ones that were on here. Oh, I didn't know.
What
Lost
about the
Daughter
deaf girl? I watched it.
It was by Maggie Gyllenhaal.
What?
It's about the deaf girl.
It
No,
is.
she can hear and speak. Everybody else is deaf and mute.
Deaf people.
It's also like this quasi musical kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
She wants to become a singer.
Uh-huh.
And her family thinks it's stupid because they can't hear her. And, you know.
Well, I mean, if you can't hear, like, you know, this is stupid.
Yeah.
You know, makes sense.
Pretty wholesome story. I like it.
It's like, I'm gonna be an artist, but I'm blind. Like,
You know, that's easy. I've seen people paint with their toes, man.
I mean, one of the greatest symphonies was written by a person when deaf,
he wasn't deaf originally, though.
but he became that way when he wrote it.
Doesn't count.
He was cheating.
He was just listening to the beeps and the boops.
How do you know he wrote it? There's no witnesses.
I'm pretty sure there's
What
no.
if he
no
had
one
a
else
ghostwriter?
Yes, because Beethoven had a ghostwriter.
How do you never know, man.
Never know.
I don't know. The guy was a recluse.
Yeah, maybe he wrote something, gave it to some guy, and he's like, "This is ass. I'll fix it
I'ma
up
fix
for you."
The true story. He had someone write his music in his basement. He was changed up. He stole his identity. That's how.
The true story of
true story.
the true story of Beethoven. Make a good movie. All right, next one. Visual effects.
Dune.
Yeah.
Dude, you want even? Dude, there's so many better other visual effects on
who
here.
was it nominated?
Who else? Who else were you gonna? Who else were you gonna?
Fucking
I know,
Free Guy.
Free Guy's pretty
I
good.
mean, Free Guy's good.
No Time to Die can go fuck itself. I don't even know why it's even on here.
It's
What
just an
visual
action
effects?
movie.
Yeah,
Well, and that's
That
the-
explosions.
with the fire grenades.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's one of those movies that even if there is, it is pretty well hidden.
Yeah,
So in that case, you would say that's pretty good that you
I guess
can't
so.
tell.
Shang-Chi's pretty good.
Yeah.
She's nominated?
Yeah,
Yeah, Shang-Chi was
and
nominated.
Spider-Man: No Way From Home. Wait, No Way Home.
Yep.
Did Dune win?
course
Dune did one.
I can give it to this one. I
It's
think
just
it's
so
fine.
clean.
It's very
It's like its visual effects are so clean.
I agree with that one.
And I do appreciate some of the stuff they did because instead of just flat green screens, they use like weird curtains and stuff. It's like they changed it in a way where it feels more fluid than just flat person in front of screen. It's like
Yeah.
more dimensional.
It's like
It's kind of how like
Mandalorian?
Mandalorian did like the crazy thing that way, where it was built, digitally, and the camera can see the digital world. But, yeah, but stuff like that. So, Dune, I feel like deserved it. Well, I mean, we're kind of spoilers. We're gonna see more stuff later that way. Next one is sound.
like soundtrack.
Sound design.
Okay.
Sound design.
Okay.
This would probably be sound effects, everything that's not the OST.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Gunshots.
Explosions.
The nominees are Belfast, Dune, No Time to Die, Power of the Dog, and West Side Story.
I started garble. I'm gonna say Dune.
Dune one.
The winner is Dune.
Yeah.
This is another one. Yeah, I give it to. I
mean,
feel like
it's not-
everything else in here is just like it's normal sound design. There's nothing crazy.
There's stuff in Time to Die that's fine.
Yeah, but it's nothing
But it's not
like.
like over
no, it's
the
not.
Yeah,
top.
it's not like, oh my
wow.
god,
think-
did you hear the sound?
I think it's hard to beat like a movie that focused so hard on like sound because they had a. I mean, you have to be creative and like I got to make up made up sounds.
Yeah. Well, you're telling me they don't have spaceship sounds on the fly?
I mean, there might be libraries.
Giant sandworm sounds?
Yeah,
Those aren't real?
Yeah, I
Dog,
guess.
dude. I have the secret library and just like, yep. warm sound.
Because I think it's also a mixture of like sound mixing and stuff as well, and how everything's mastered. Yeah. And I mean, Dune is a technical masterpiece. So, short film, live action. I mean, I haven't seen any.
I haven't seen any of these.
So
Nominated though.
For that, the winner was The Long Goodbye. So
Do you know what it's about?
Congratulations. No.
No clue.
Next.
As I said, congratulations. Congrats.
Good job.
You did great.
Sorry, but I couldn't find it anywhere to watch.
Category of short film, animated short film.
I saw one of these.
What was it?
I saw Robin.
Which
Was it good?
It was fun.
Surprise, surprise. Not the winner.
It was on Netflix.
Oh.
The winner is The Windshield Wiper.
The one I wanted to watch was
Alberto Mielgo and Leo Sanchez.
Bestia. Or Bestia.
Yeah.
Bestia. How do you say that last name? Covarrubias? Oh, Covarrubias.
In Spanish, dude. Come on.
It's the one language you're supposed to be good at.
Well, it's the second name gave it away from me. I'm okay at Tebulías. I know how to say Tebulías.
Robin's about a mouse that gets... No, sorry. It's a bird that the egg goes into like a mice den, and then it gets raised as a mice. And it starts stealing stuff, and it's got like... makes mice ears. It's very cute.
The bird thinks it's a mice.
Yeah.
But it was by The Windshield Wiper.
Good job.
Yeah, congrats.
I couldn't find 90% of these, so I was just like, oh well.
This is kind of hard to find.
He said hard.
Send us a copy.
Next category is production design.
This is the one I don't think should have won it.
Production design. The nominees were. I'm trying to put this in alphabetical order, but Dune, Nightmare Alley, Power of the Dog, The Tragedy of Macbeth, and West Side Story.
Production design.
Design.
This is the one I'm not happy that won.
I have a bias where I think that should go, but
Dune, Nightmare Alley, Power of Dog, Tragedy of Macbeth, and your favorite West Side Story.
Was it Macbeth?
no,
Oh, thank God, no.
It was Dune.
it was Dune.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that one.
I mean, I personally would have liked Nightmare Alley.
I think Nightmare Alley
would've
has
got-
the best 30 to an hour, and then the other stuff is okay. It's very
still
basic.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still very reminiscent of its time.
Yeah.
But
I still think the first half is worth
it takes the cake. It's just so good.
Just for this design. Because Dune's good.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong.
CG.
But it's nothing, to me, it's not practical or anything. It's just...
Well, I mean, production design, I think those sets were made wherever they were. And I mean, the suits are real and everything. And that's kind of everything.
Yeah, but that's
that
like
goes into
costume.
I thought it was like costume.
That is probably more costuming.
Yeah. So, in my opinion, I personally like Nightmare Alley over that.
Same.
Like, Power of the Dog was just a cowboy.
It's a Western.
Macbeth
It was a good
can go
Western.
fuck itself. And
You
West Side
like
Story can
it,
also go
dude?
fuck...
Whoa.
You telling me the production design was clean?
It was dope.
It was really clean.
It was a fucking guy's face in front of the camera 90% of the time.
What? When they zoomed out, you're like, wow, look at this set.
Yeah, then it zoomed back in when every time he spoke.
It's a play, man.
Yeah, you ever go to a play and they just fucking scoot you closer to see his face every time he
wish.
talks?
You're so far.
Why is the next category on here Best Picture?
What?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
let's skip that
you.
one.
Music. Original song.
Original song.
Original song.
Encanto.
Is that even on here?
One
Oh,
of
it
them
is.
is. The nominees were Be Alive for
King
Richard.
Richard.
Dos Oruguitas from Encanto.
Not even the best song.
No. Down to Joy from Belfast.
That's not a bad one.
Somehow You Do from 4 Good Days and No Time to Die.
From?
Encanto.
No Time to Die.
Thank you.
Encanto?
Does it have who won?
No.
Is this who you think of that one?
Oh, and I thought you said who won. I was like,
No.
fucking From No Time to Die? What?
No Time to Die actually did win.
What?
Yeah, that song's ass.
It's not great.
It's fucking ass. I think it's the worst, in my opinion.
Do you think? I don't think it's worse than What's His Face's.
Who's?
The one before this, the opening for Spectre.
Ooh.
I don't know. I'd almost rather listen to the Spectre
Because the other
one.
3 openings, I'm down with.
Yeah,
Which one was
they're
Ellie
fire.
by Ellie?
This one.
This one?
Yeah, this is the one by
It wasn't too bad.
Billie Eilish.
I don't like it. It doesn't match, in my opinion. It's just
I like this one more than the one before it because I really don't like the Spectre opening.
I'd have to listen to them both. I just don't think this generation of Bond, like these past two, like you said, have been good.
Because the Casino Royale, Chris Cornell, fucking fire.
Course, yeah.
Quantum of Solace may have been a shit movie, but
Got
fucking
to
Jack
solid.
White and Alicia Keys fucking rocked.
That's all that matters at that point.
Even Adele on Skyfall, top tier.
True.
And then it's the next two that are just like, eh.
They dropped the ball.
Yeah.
They dropped the ball. But I still felt like this one was better than Spectre's.
Probably. I don't know. I still think it's ass.
Kanto didn't win.
No,
bro.
it didn't.
It's not even, but it's like the worst song.
Well, not the worst.
No.
song.
I mean, I think
not my favorite.
It's more like it's the Oscar song, the easiest way to say it, because the other one is the popular song. The other two, you would say are like the popular songs.
Yeah.
But this is my linchpin Oscar song,
Probably.
because it's supposed to be the most emotional part of the movie, right?
Right.
Supposedly.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Coco's still better.
It is. Original score. The nominees are Don't Look Up, Nicholas Breitel, Dune, Hans Zimmer, Encanto, Jermaine Franco, Parallel Mothers, Alberto Iglesias, Power of the Dog, Johnny Greenwood.
Dune.
Yep.
Dune.
Hans Zimmer took it.
You think that's
Surprise,
better?
surprise.
You think that's better than Encanto's music?
Yes.
Wow. So you're gonna have to delete that track from yours and only listen to Dune.
Well, if you think about it, like if you look at OST, it doesn't mention any like the Lin-Manuel Miranda songs because it's the
Then what are they
it's
choosing
the instrumental
from?
music.
Oh,
It's the background shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff no one cares about.
Yeah. Because if you think about it, that is the thing, and this is I think it's only like the second Oscar Hans Zimmer has won.
Really?
Uh-huh.
He's really good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the other one. Lord of the
It's
Rings?
probably Inception. He didn't do Lord of the Rings.
No, who did Lord of the Rings?
I'll look at it.
No, I know it's not James Horner. This is gonna ruin me. I just remember it's really funny because I think he also did Twilight, and I thought that was a hilarious thing ever.
What?
But I can't fucking remember his name.
Who did it?
Give me a second.
Editor, who did it?
It's this guy. Just don't tell him, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Handsomer. You're right.
No, it's not. Who the fuck is it?
Don't worry about
Remind me. It's gonna eat me alive.
It's common sense.
It's gonna
my
eat me
dude.
alive.
His last name starts with an S.
His first name starts with an H.
Something Shore.
Howard Shore. God damn it.
I thought he was a real Lord of the Rings fan.
I
Guess
I'm-
not.
I guess not.
I can't. Oh, good lordy. Makeup and styling.
Makeup and styling.
Makeup and styling.
Hairstyling.
Okay.
The nominees. This one's so funny to me. Coming to America. Cruella. Dune. The Eyes of Tammy Faye. And House of Gucci.
Cruella.
Krilla's a good one.
Cruella is a good one,
It didn't win.
but it is not the one that won.
This is probably one I would have gave it to Krilla, but I've never seen.
The Eyes of Tammy Faye.
That's the one who won. I've never seen
I
that
haven't
one,
seen
so
that
I
one.
couldn't.
But
Argue
that
about-
movie is about like that pastor's wife, right? That's
one I have
that's
no
what
clue
it
about.
that's what it is about. No, it's like the wife of some big evangelical like TV pastor,
Huh.
and all like the crazy shit they did in the background.
I was trailer for that. Didn't
Uh-huh.
watch it though.
Yeah,
I'm kind of mad that House of Gucci didn't win with Pablo Gucci's hair.
I mean, his makeup is pretty good.
Shout out to you, Jared Leto,
Jared
for winning
Leto.
the Razzie for that.
They're about to win another one this year for Morbius.
Fuck yeah, he is.
Dude, he's just racking them up. He's like, let's put that back in the pocket.
Let's go.
Is it on
I hope
purpose now or what?
I hope one year he wins Best Actor and Best Razzie for two different films.
I think it's funny.
Polarity.
I think it's. I don't know why. There's a part of me that's just like. I find it really amusing that Coming to America is in this. It's just great.
I forgot this came out because I think it came out like the beginning of the year.
Yeah,
But it went straight
it was
into
Amazon.
straight
it was
to
Amazon
Amazon,
yeah.
exclusive. Yeah.
Well, most of these are streaming at this point. Like
Well, at
straight
this
to
point, yeah.
streaming. We'll talk about it when we get higher up.
Yep. Okay. Good.
It's another one I've only seen one in.
Same. International feature film. The nominees are Drive My Car, Hand of God, Lunana, A Yak in the Classroom, Flea, and The Worst Person in the World.
Do you not know your alphabet, my friend?
This is the worst person in the world.
I did it right.
When does Flea go before the...
It doesn't.
Exactly. If I say these are in alphabetical order,
Drive
you know
my
that?
car. Drive my car.
Oh, they fucking are in alphabetical order. Oh, you know what the problem was? When I saw Flea,
Yeah.
I read Nominees, and that starts with an N.
Nominees Flea, my favorite movie.
Well, I didn't even see Flea. My brain just saw Nominees. I thought that was the title, so I'm
You're
like,
shit,
N.
I haven't seen that movie.
And the guy's called Flea who
Yeah,
made the movie.
Flea made this movie, dude. And then I got
love that
back to it. I'm
country.
like, oh no, the title was Flea.
Dude, the luchador, the flea.
Yeah, dude.
Hell
Apulia.
Oh my God.
But no, the
The only one we've seen.
the only one we've seen, Drive My Car.
Congrats.
You watched it, right?
I did watch it.
What'd you think of it?
Yeah, because we never really got to fully like talk about
Well, let's wait until we get to Best Picture and we can talk about all the Best Pictures, I think.
it. Okay.
Because
All the
I
nominations
think that'll
we'll
be
talk there.
more of the important talking points of everything.
Okay. I mean, this one did win here, I guess.
Yes.
So.
I'll say congrats because I have not seen the other ones.
Yeah. Another technical one. Film editing.
Film edit. Dune.
Film. God damn it. The nominees are Dune, Don't Look Up, King Richard, Power of the Dog, and Tick Tick Boom.
Ooh.
The only thing Tick Tick Boom was, I think, nominated for,
That
wasn't it?
makes me so sad.
What?
Because it's
Deserved.
its soundtrack is fucking fire.
Well, you're telling me it's better than
It wasn't left for like best song either.
Dune? That's what I thought.
Not even for best actor.
It's nominated for Best Actor.
Dune. Best
I don't see
editing.
why he's got to hate. It's a great movie.
It's okay.
Dune won. Yes.
It's about a crazy guy going crazy, as usual.
It's great.
It's great.
Sure.
Music was great.
Amazing music. Okay, this is another category I don't think we've seen any of.
Documentary.
Oh, you might
I've
have.
totally seen
Music
none of these.
So Queen of Basketball, congratulations for Best Documentary Short Subject.
When we were bullies. Oof.
That sounds like a good one. I'm gonna
Sounds like
watch
a good
that.
documentary.
Brilliant.
Sorry, didn't see it. These are short documentaries. That makes more sense.
Is that difference?
Yes.
There's also documentaries. These are documentaries. Have you seen
Feature?
any of these?
Documentary in a feature film or feature.
Hey, Flea.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh, hey, that is also there. Congratulations, Summer of Soul.
Hey,
I didn't watch any of the rest of these. But congratulations.
Never heard of these. I'm surprised none of the. I saw so many documentaries this year, and
think
none of them are
The thing
on
is,
here.
I think I heard of this one.
Have you?
This is like the only one I think I've heard of. Was Summer of Soul.
Could be televised. Yeah, I just
The only documentaries I see that was on Netflix.
the same. HBO.
If it's not there, I ain't gonna watch it.
It's so. Oh, it's because it's in alphabetical order.
Oof, can you like filter it?
What are you looking for?
No, I just started looking because the next one on here is directing. I'm like, why
Yeah.
is directing on here? And then I realized it's because all the categories is in alphabetical order.
Oh. None of us noticed that. Feel like we're stupid.
We can't read.
So I'm gonna
Reading
skip
comprehension.
directing.
Okay.
Costume design. The nominees were Cruella, Cyrano, Dune, Nightmare Alley, and West Side Story.
Cruella.
Cruella won.
You think that was the best one?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I just
It was that one or Dune.
I think Nightmare Alley
Nightmare was basic though.
for the costume designs. You tell me Cruella is not basic.
It was about fashion, people.
Yeah,
So
designs
it has to be better.
I don't know, man.
It's more wild,
Yeah.
I think. I mean, Nightmare Alley is good. For me, it's just good in the essence that it's noir look. It's
Yeah.
that time period look, and it looks good. So
Is that all I picture is the first hour of this movie?
yeah.
Because the rest of this movie can just go away.
After he left the circus, he's like, this movie, this is where it ended.
This is where it
well,
ends
that
for
was
me.
the peak of the movie in my eyes, and then the rest of it's just like, It's not colorful. The design goes to ass. It's like you want just noir. You're like, okay,
That's basically what.
where's my cool designs?
I did not watch Serrano, so I don't know what that one.
That one I've never heard of.
I mean, Dune, I could see just sci-fi stuff,
Yeah.
and some of the stuff they wore was clean. I was just like, that's some good looking shit.
With the suits they wore.
Uh-huh.
Not the fighting ones, but like the royal ones.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was like, dang, that's clean as fuck.
Yep.
I want one.
Best cinematography, with the nominees being Dune, Nightmare Alley, Power of the Dog, The Tragedy of Macbeth, and West Side Story.
Cinematography?
Yes, cinematography.
This one's a good one, I think. Like this whole list.
Yeah, this is a great list for this category. Who'd you think?
Not Dune.
Okay.
Okay, who'd you think?
We have Nightmare Hour, Power of the Dog, Tragedy, Macbeth, and West Side Story.
Mine is between Nightmare Alley
Okay.
and Macbeth.
Disgusting. Mine would have been between Nightmare Alley and I think Power of the Dog's actually pretty clean.
Power of the Dog is really clean.
Who won?
Dune.
What? That's bullshit.
This is like the one section, like I feel, or the one Oscars where I feel like certain classifications they put, they're like, yeah, Dune was good for everything.
Basically.
And you're just like,
This
it was good, but I don't know if
it's
I'd put
more
it.
like we're not going to give you Best Picture.
Yeah, we're going to give you everything else.
We're not going to fucking put a sci-fi film as Best Picture, but we'll give you all the technical awards.
Wow. Can you trade 10 technical awards for one
Best Picture?
No,
Doesn't work like that.
that's like 5 slaps, I think.
Oof.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I agree with this one, but okay.
I agree with this one. It's good.
It's good.
It's good, but it's not like I feel like there was better.
Mm-hmm. I think this is the mid. I think Dune's the middest on this category.
Mid.
Mid?
Yeah, because I put
So
Nightmare
purdy, though.
or Power Dog above that, and then I'd put Dune, and then I'd put the other two.
Tragedy of Macbeth and West Side Story.
West Side Story's mid.
Do you think West Side Story is mid of this group?
No, it's bottom, but he's just saying it's a mid movie.
Just a mid
Oh yeah,
movie.
no, I put. Yeah, so you're saying it's the worst of this group?
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
That's what he said.
You said it's mid of the group.
It's mid.
The movie's mid.
The movie's mid.
It's not the middle of the group.
Of the group?
No, not the group.
Okay. Yeah, fucking asshole.
Okay, we get to the category
That's what we do.
where I get to say fuck these people for different reasons. But
Wait, which one? What category are we on?
animated feature film.
Bro, why look on this list?
And I
Luca
don't,
was fine.
and I don't, and I don't, no, and I don't mean
Luca's
it.
good.
And I don't mean it because I'm like mad necessarily at what's there.
Yeah.
It's just sad to me that this is always the category that everyone shits on.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like never taken extremely seriously.
I think there's only one thing I would remove from this list, personally.
So the
If you wanted to
nominees
start saying them.
are Encanto,
The
Flea,
Last Dragon.
Luca, Mitchells versus the Machines, and Ryan the Last Dragon. 3 Disney films, obviously.
What?
Ryan's ass, dude.
Yeah, I know it was.
Why is he?
It shouldn't be on here. I think this is like the worst film of all of them by
Yeah.
far.
Oh yeah, and that's what I said. It's the thing. It's like this is no one cares about this category in the Academy,
No.
and you could tell too. Like, I mean, this is from clips and stuff I saw of the actual showing. It's always like, oh, it's for kids. It's stupid.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, exactly. So, and it's why it's even though it's such a great medium and it does like so many things, and I would even say a lot of them much better than even feature films can do and stuff like that. And it's always the one they don't care for. Obviously, the most popular one won, which was Encanto.
Dude, the Mitchell versus the Machines, that was fire.
That and I believe that's what a lot of people believe should have won.
Yeah.
Do I have the other? Keep talking. Give me a second, sorry.
I would have chosen that one to
man.
win. Like, Encanto was fine.
Yeah,
I don't know if it wasn't that good.
yeah.
So since we're on this category, there was another awards thing that went on. They're called the Annie Awards,
Okay.
and there's
I we reacted to these.
no, we never did these.
Oh.
These are the animation awards.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the Mitchell. So there's two things that basically swept the whole thing,
Yeah.
and it was Mitchell versus the Machines and Arcane.
Oh, okay.
They just literally swept everything.
Yeah.
Encanto was on there, like, you know,
Yeah.
like it should be. But, like, I feel like these are probably more, like, the people who voted for it are probably more
They understand.
better talking
Yeah.
about it. Where,
They understand.
you know, Encanto, don't get me wrong, I think it's one of the best movies
Yeah.
this year. But I don't think it's better than Mitchell versus the Machines, personally. It's
O-
got God tier
only
music.
Music's better. That's it. Animation wise, it's like it's just
It's
Disney.
normal.
It's
Disney,
not- yeah.
normal Disney. It's not
Yeah.
any different than like.
It doesn't
like
blow me
Luca.
away.
I mean,
Yeah.
Luca was fine, but I had never watched Flea, so that could have been great. Could have been really good. I don't
I
know.
haven't won anything.
It was on there on a few categories.
It was a documentary too. Or was it a different Flea?
I think it was also on the documentary.
It
Interesting.
It won 8-3 on the Annie Awards.
Oh wow.
Like, it won 8 categories.
Yeah.
To 3 to Encanto.
Were they all music related?
The Encanto ones?
Yeah.
Probably. Music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Character animation.
That was pretty good.
And what's the last one? There's a lot of categories under here.
I mean, especially like in the musical numbers.
Storyboarding.
Ah, yeah.
Those were the
And
three.
I the storyboarding obviously just because the crazy just art design and colorfulness of it probably is where that comes
Yeah,
from.
it's interesting looking at this list. There's a lot of shows I haven't seen, but it's pretty much just one other. Arcane, Mitchell.
The only thing with Arcane, I guess, on a film thing is
It's a TV
it's
thing,
TV.
TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I want to talk about
I think it
this.
was the Mitchell versus the Machines or whatever. It was straight to Netflix.
Yes.
Yes.
So maybe that's why.
Yeah, get rid of that now.
There might be a little bit of that in there too, in that bias.
Yeah,
At the same time, this has always been the category like, what do my kids watch nonstop?
Yeah.
And that is what wins.
Because there's other movies, like there's Flea's the only one on here that's not American.
Yeah, and you think about like every time, you know, there's always been like an Oscar push for like Japanese animation as well, and it never gets it because they don't care.
Because that's what's it called? Demon Slayer is the best anime movie of all time. Because look at how much it won. So money-wise,
obviously.
made.
Yeah,
So
obviously.
I don't know why it's not on here.
Uh-huh.
It was the best anime film.
At least Belle.
I think Belle would be more of a Oscar-nominated film.
Yeah, I
because
can
it's
see that.
very, it's Oscar baity.
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
I mean, that music's pretty good.
yeah, music's better than the original.
Then be fighting. Then be some serious fighting words.
I listen to that soundtrack way more than the other one.
Then be fighting words.
Same.
Damn, 2-1, we win.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the Beauty and the Beast soundtrack.
Actress of the supporting role. Nominees are Ariana DeBose,
From West Side Story.
West Side Story. Jessie Buckley, The Lost Daughter. Judi Dench, Belfast. Kirsten Dunst, Power of the Dog, and Anjanua Ellis.
I'm happy you're reading these names because I have no fucking
I'm pretty
clue.
sure I got that right. I'm almost positive.
Tell us in the comments if you did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got that right.
I'm not in agree.
But the winner was Ariana DeBose.
For West Side Story.
West Side Story.
I think she was pretty good in this movie. Like, she's probably the best role of the movie.
That's probably best character in this movie.
I did like Judi Dench for Belfast,
Okay.
so I would personally put her
I
in
was either between the West Side Story or Kirsten Dunst.
for Power Dog.
Yeah.
Power Dog.
That's another good one. I feel like those were my 3.
Actress in a leading role. You have Jessica Chastain for The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Olivia Colman, The Lost Daughter. Penelope Cruz, Parallel Mothers. Nicole Kidman, Being the Ricardos. And Kristen Stewart.
I
for
hate that
Spencer.
movie.
Which one?
Me and the Ricardos.
Oh,
She was really good in that movie though.
I haven't seen any of these.
I couldn't finish it.
Oh,
I watched
really?
about half of it.
Oh,
I'm
did
like,
you?
ugh.
With Javier Bardem and...
I wanted to watch it
Nicole
because I
Kidman.
saw they were nominated for a lot of roles.
That's
and
why I
was just
watched it, and I'm just like, I can't. I can't.
You didn't like the I Love Lucy movie?
No,
it's too old for him.
it's too old for me.
Damn. So the winner was Jessica Chastain for The Eyes of Tammy Faye.
Guess I have to watch that movie.
Yeah, it's one of those like, what a shame. This is a category I can't vote for.
Damn, I didn't watch those.
Who would I vote for?
I went back. I watched Parallel Mothers though.
Did you?
Yeah,
Was that good?
it was pretty good. Good movie. I like the director a lot, so he's pretty good. By Pedro Almodovar. Good Spanish director. Actor in a supporting role. You have Troy Kutzer or Kotzer for Coda. Ciarán Hinds.
So happy I'm not doing this.
Jesse Plemons, Power of the Dog. J.K. Simmons, being the Ricardos. And Cody Smith McPhee, Power of the Dog.
That's how they spell McPhee. Interesting. Okay.
I can't vote for this.
I think
I'm not really sure.
I do believe Coda. I do like the supporting actor.
Troy Kutz. Is that like Kotzer? Is it just Kotzer?
You're asking the wrong person, man.
Katsu.
Kotzer?
It's Katsu.
There's no accents or anything, you know? There's no
I say Kotzer.
Kotzer?
Yeah, that's how I would pronounce it.
That makes sense.
It's gonna be some bullshit. It's
gonna be like
what?
It's gonna be like coat.
Is
So-
the,
Well,
that's what I'm
the,
saying.
the T
But,
silent?
but normally, you know, when you see something like that, like it's like a foreign,
Yeah.
not English last name, you know, there's usually like an accent somewhere or an umlaut or like, you know, something
Something
that
to tell you what
something
the
that
damn
gives you-
vowel does.
Yeah, something that gives you a little bit of a
that T silent. Kosur.
Kosher.
I think it's Katsu.
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 But he won. Congratulations.
I do like that.
It's a good
one.
movie.
I feel like I've seen most of these. So I do believe it's
No, it's
the
pretty-
best choice.
Hell yeah, hell
Personally.
yeah. All right. We get to the juicy category.
The Juicy.
The juicy category.
The one that we all know.
the one that we all should know just because of the sheer juiciness that we saw. Because for some reason something had to happen for them to spice it up because the ceremony's dead anyway.
What are you talking about? We're 94 and it can't be that.
No
dead.
one's watching this.
And the category is actor in a leading role.
Okay.
We probably should have done this second, but that's okay.
Huh?
Go ahead.
I mean, we're almost getting to the last ones. There's like 2 more categories.
Yeah,
after
I think
this
this should have been second category, but that's fine.
The second one we talked about.
Yeah. No, I mean second to last.
I mean,
I think this is more important.
Go,
think so?
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's sexist. You're telling me that the one for actress is not as important?
No. There's not an actress one.
There
I'm
is.
telling.
We already
We just
Jessica
talked
Chastain
about it.
won.
Well, no, but I think
I mean, this is.
I think this is more important than directing.
This is important for the memes right now.
Well, I think it's just more important. Period.
Sure.
You think directing's more important than this?
I do, but
Nah.
that's just me. But
Nomination.
actor in a leading role. So the nominees are Will Smith, Javier Bardem, Benedict Cumberbatch, Andrew Garfield, and Denzel Washington.
Bro, my vote would have been between Will Smith and Andrew Garfield.
That's where mine was.
Will Smith or Benedict Cumberbatch.
What?
You don't think he was good in Power of the Dog?
It was okay.
I think he was great in that role.
He's good.
Played a good crazy man.
Not better than Andrew Garfield, though.
Nah, way better.
Such a good movie.
It's okay movie. I don't know why you think it's so good.
Because it was great.
It's a documentary of a guy going crazy.
That's what Power of the Dog is.
Yeah. Not a documentary, though.
It's a Western. It's different.
It's a Western. That was not even a documentary. It's a biopic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same bullshit.
Nah,
What's the
it's
difference?
It's different. It's embellished. There's music.
I
The
don't know if
music's
Denzel
great.
Washington should have been on this list.
I don't know why he's on
I
this
don't,
list.
I don't either.
He played himself.
I
He
mean,
did good as himself.
As
no hate,
I mean, as much as I like that movie,
Yeah.
I feel like he was the one. Every time I watched him, I'm just like, Denzel, man, like you're doing great,
Can you act though as
But-
not yourself?
but you're Denzel.
I'm like, bro, can you say this line in a different way?
I picture they're like, I got you, and then he does the same take of it, and he's
Yeah.
like, was that better?
And the
Sure.
director is like, take 100,
That was,
fuck it.
that was my only thing watching this movie. Instead of like the tragedy of Macbeth, this is the tragedy of Denzel.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just like,
It's funny because I feel like everybody else in this movie, I never had that problem with.
no.
Yeah, I
Like
agree with that.
every freaking Macduff, Lady Macbeth, everybody, no issues. But I see Macbeth, I see Denzel, like, Denzel, my boy.
This is a different time period piece, my friend. We do not speak like this.
Give it a little something. That would take me out of the movie.
Yeah,
It's
it's like when we watched like Last Duel, and I'm just like, that's
my
Matt
God.
Damon, that's Ben Affleck,
all I see is Ben Affleck. There's Adam Driver.
there's Adam Driver.
They played themselves. It's great.
Or at least what they're almost semi like typecasted as themselves, you know, to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Agree with it.
But the winner
There's who?
was
Chris Rock?
Yes, Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
He won out of
that,
this.
for that face. The sheer just like composure that this man put out.
It was fake,
Well,
dude.
all this-
It was fake.
I don't know what to say on this. I'm also just tired of seeing it because
I'll need to hit him.
we're like in a week. We're like a week in already of this bullshit.
6 days.
6 days, and all I've seen is this goddamn meme everywhere, and people like talking about it on different sides, and I'm like, does it matter? They both won. Chris Rock and that sold out all his goddamn concerts, and fucking Will Smith, he's got his Emmy or Oscar.
his
sorry.
Oscar.
me.
Whatever, it's a shitty award. They're all garbage.
Kids' Choice Award.
As I saw on Reddit, he won a statue of his wife, so you know.
Oh shit!
Saw it on Reddit. I'm like, damn, that's a good meme.
But Will Smith won.
I'm happy for him for this one.
He was really good in this movie.
It was really good.
I like this
I
movie.
mean, you know, memes aside and all the bullshit of the ceremony aside, I mean, he did really well.
Yeah.
So bad he rescinded. He quit the academy.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
Or whatever that.
It means he doesn't get to watch the movies early,
Oh,
but
he doesn't get to vote.
He doesn't get to vote.
yeah.
Yeah.
Does he just vote for himself? I'm like,
'cause I'm gonna vote for myself.
myself.
And then his wife is also a part of the academy.
Oh.
So basically, what they did is he left, but she's still in it.
I want to see Oscars. Yo, if you can like, show us the percentages. How many votes to what? I want to see if it was close.
What are we, the Crunchyroll Awards now?
Yeah.
They're never gonna show us shit.
They're definitely not going to show us shit.
Damn it.
Because that's not what this thing is about. I mean, sure, maybe, you know, if you talk about the Golden Globes or like the BAFTAs or like some of these other ones, sure, maybe. You know what? You could.
If the Razzies
you could probably-
can't do it.
I always feel like in my head, I always feel like those ceremonies are probably a step above what this become anyway.
At this point, yes.
Yeah. So, and
I
those
feel
are-
like this is the worst.
and I feel like those are the ones I end up paying attention to more than I do this one
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
I can see that.
Even if it is, because a lot of it, it's the same. I mean, obviously, you know, it's like cross pollination, right? It's like it's the same films. That's what I mean. It's like the same films throughout all these award shows. Basically, it's not like that changed a lot, but I just feel like those handle it better in a way, and the things that won sometimes make a little bit more sense in my head. And that's why normally they're good, like they're good predictions for what the Oscars become, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's the same people.
I know what that
going
thumbnail's
through
gonna
this
be. It's gonna be the slap, right? But it's the Crunchyroll Awards slapping the Oscar.
That might be a better awards at this point. I don't know. They're on the same tier of bad fucking awards.
Well, it's because they're bad for complete opposite reasons almost. You think about it, right? Because one, I mean, because there's always the idea, right? The idea, or like the idea in the Oscars of why isn't it like publicly voted on?
Yeah.
And almost arguments like, obviously, if it was publicly voted on, the movie that would have won this year is probably Spider-Man. Obviously would have won Best Picture. Easily by popular vote. And I mean, I love that movie, but I don't know for me if I consider it the best movie of that year.
Dude,
I don't know. I think it's
It's
easily.
good.
What did you think was better?
I mean,
Demon Slayer, obviously.
obviously.
Yeah. That made the
Obviously.
most money.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
That's the shit.
Oh, that's this year. Shit.
Yeah.
That doesn't count.
Evangelion 4.
Evangelion 4. I mean, and it's great and it's fun. It's just it's a little bland as far as like film and filmic language and everything else is concerned.
See, this is why we have these shitty awards for people like him. It's like, dude, but the picture and cinematography was
Because
amazing.
it's part of it. It's part of the art.
Yeah,
That's the
You tell
reason
me the
why
art
it's
wasn't
there.
beautiful.
It looked fine.
It was,
So,
it was a
so
green
right now
screen.
is what he said. It was like a 9 out of 10. He's
Yeah.
giving it like a 6. is basically what he's doing right now.
You saying Spider-Man shit?
He said
No,
it was
no.
mid.
It's,
word
it's,
for
it's
word.
more. It's more like
It's not artsy.
it's
not
like
hipstery.
it's weaponized nostalgia,
No. Yeah,
which I enjoy
it's
Oh
like
my God.
you have
because it is. I don't know what else you can say. It is.
You have your production building things, and then you have your custom made. Obviously, custom made is gonna be better,
Yeah.
right? But the production just hits a wider audience.
But some of these are remakes.
Whoa! Like what?
Dune,
Dune is,
No.
West Side Story, Guillermo's movie.
that one is a remake.
They're all remakes. They're all nostalgia, motherfucker.
I mean, but yeah, but it's like this not only is nostalgia, but it's nostalgia with a wink, wink, like a very obvious wink, wink,
That's all you need.
It's great.
which I enjoyed when I watched it. And I loved it for what it was because of everything I love. But to me, it's not like, this is like the top tier of what it is.
So you're telling me Dune was better?
I appreciated a lot of things that Dune did a little bit more, but
Wow. Never heard a man be so wrong.
I'm gonna rage for Best Picture.
I don't
I don't
remember
think
what
so.
Best Picture is. Well, we'll get to it in a second.
we'll get to it in a
We
second.
gotta go
Can you
through
tell us
that.
the winner of this one?
It was Will Smith.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we
Okay,
pointed
next
at the
one.
screen.
Yeah, he had his crying
gotta go all
acceptance
the way
speech
back.
after he slapped this dude.
I didn't get to watch it.
I don't believe in violence.
Because he
Did he
wins
say anything?
after this happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's just like, I want to be like I can't remember. I want to be like a warrior for peace or some bullshit like this.
Like, bro, you slapped a man for no reason.
Yeah.
No, they slapped him for a reason. Just wasn't very important.
Dude, he was laughing. And
I
then he's
know,
like, shit, I gotta do something.
Well, it's probably like he was laughing. He looked over his wife, and she's like,
You
"You're
gonna-
sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, he's
you
like,
win."
you gonna do
He
something.
was like, "Fuck, okay."
sleeping on the couch anyway.
No, pretty much for him, yes.
Oof. I still think my favorite is just like it was like Jim Carrey's take on it, where he's like, there's repressed things in there that we don't get,
Oh yeah.
and he's got stuff to work on.
I personally don't care. I don't think this should be talked about anymore, like as memes or anything else.
It was a fun meme.
I think it's a great meme. Tired of it. Though.
Forget about it. Next meme. Don't forget
Best
Yeah.
directing.
about it.
You have Power the Dog
Okay.
by Jane Campion, Belfast, Kenneth Branagh, Drive My Car by Ryosuke Hamaguchi, Licorice Pizza by Paul Thomas Anderson, and West Side Story, Steven Spielberg.
Oh, I hate all of them.
I think there's 2 good movies on here.
Belfast
Mm-hmm.
and Power Dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be too many.
Everything else can go fuck itself. Well, Drive My Car's good.
Drive My
but
Car was fine.
I don't think it's in my favorite.
No,
No,
directing.
it's not Parasite.
no, of course not. I know.
Nothing will be Parasite ever again.
But I don't think it ever meant to be.
No.
It wasn't trying to.
Plus,
be
this is
that.
the only foreign movie that's like what you compare it to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then I mean, it's kind of hard when you compare foreign movies like that, anyway, right?
Yeah.
It's like trying to, if we're gonna do previous international, it's like comparing Parasite to like Pan's Labyrinth and stuff like that. It's very different movies.
Ooh, Pan's Labyrinth.
But
It's a good movie, but
Dude, it's like-
Parasite is so good too.
It's like
though.
saying Parasite or Shape of Water.
Well, that's an easy one.
that's a little easier.
That one I could easily choose out of the 2. The
one's-
other one is like a good coin flip, I think, personally.
But I mean, I'm saying it's like every foreign film is a little different, right? So I'm just saying it's a little unfair to do that comparison, and I don't.
But I think that was the last one all of us picture in our head that
Yeah.
was so popular.
Oh, of course,
So you have to. It's almost like you kind of put them in the same racetrack.
Yeah.
But one's like a fucking F1 car, and the other one's a fucking.
NASCAR.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like a horse.
Oh.
But I feel like also these movies are they're just so charged by their cultural backgrounds. And obviously the cultural background of a movie coming from Korea is going to be very different than one coming from Japan
Yeah.
because they focus on different things.
I don't know. Right now, I think Korean they just smashed a race and whatever they're doing.
They're good at league. Anyway, who do you think is best director?
I want to say Belfast, but probably Power Dog.
I would also say Belfast. I think it's a better film in general.
The winner is Jane Campion for Power the
Power
Dog.
Dog.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
I think it's the top 2 out of these
For directing?
5.
Guillermo wasn't here.
Huh?
Guillermo wasn't here.
Why would he be here for this?
They gave him his Oscar
Yeah.
2-3 years ago.
I think it's better than most
He
of
can't win
these.
back to back.
He could.
I don't. As much as I love Guillermo stuff, I don't normally think he makes the movies that normally makes it here.
Yeah.
He broke the sequence of. No, just kidding. Because no Mexican won last year.
No.
What won last year?
I want to say it's the movie with
Last year was all
with
fucked
Stephen
in general,
Yeun,
wasn't
isn't
it?
it? The one with the Asian family in Kansas.
Gotcha. In the trailer house.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I like
it's
that movie.
It's that movie.
That's
Are we doing best? You want best picture or best director?
Best picture.
Oh, what about best director?
I don't know if both of them.
Okay,
Those two might have been the same. So I don't remember because it's sometimes that happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Director and best picture usually sometimes are the same. Chloe Zhao.
Norman Land?
Yeah, No Man Land.
Which was that movie?
That's the one I was talking about.
I thought it was called something else.
No.
Oh.
She's all. It's because of this movie also that she's the one who directed Eternals.
Yeah, was that one? It also won best picture.
Yeah.
Bro, how do you go from that movie to Eternals?
I don't know.
Yeah, some would say Eternals was better.
Oh, Eternals.
The movie was ass. I think it's probably one of the worst movies I've seen so far
Garbage.
last year.
Yeah. So
Put it up there with Suicide Squad, even though they're not the same. I guess I don't know.
They're the same thing, just different companies.
Different companies.
Okay, best picture, I'm guessing.
This is the last one.
yep, best picture.
This has got a lot.
There is 10 movies in here.
Bitch, what?
There's a lot.
There
in
used
this
to be
one.
there used to be 5.
I thought, yeah.
It used to be 5 forever ago.
Yeah.
Well, a few years ago. And then they believed that there would be a better cut section, like cross section of the year in movies if there was more nominees.
Yeah, but this cross section
It's
is
not crazy.
all front loaded
tell
of what came out this year.
Tell me the movies.
Or back loaded, whatever the word is.
So, the movies are Coda,
Okay.
Belfast, Don't Look Up, Drive My Car, Dune, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, Power of the Dog, and West Side Story.
This is not a very good cut at all. It's literally all the same movies.
No, of course,
just in different fucking forms.
that's always what it is, except for maybe a couple.
You want to put up your top 3?
My top 3:
Yes.
King Richards,
Okay.
Belfast, and Dune.
I agree with King Richards, Belfast, and Coda. Those are my favorite 3.
Drive My Car, Licorice Pizza,
Fuck those movies.
I didn't like Licorice Pizza.
I hated
That
those.
was such a hard.
Nightmare Alley.
I did like Power of the Dog a lot.
We might as well talk about the movie since we're here.
Okay.
So let's just start out. We'll start off with the bottom.
West Side
West
Story?
Side Story.
My ass.
I hated the movie.
I hated that
It wasn't
movie.
my
I
favorite.
liked the original personally.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I grew up with
in,
it.
in all of its brown-faced glory.
You're not wrong with that. I totally forgot about that.
Racist.
But I felt like it was a better, just better acting, better music, better everything.
I mean, it's funny because it's the same music.
Maybe not better makeup. We'll just say not
Yeah,
that.
Better performed, maybe.
It might
Yeah.
be better performed.
I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
I was robbed the wrong way with the. I'm not gonna put subtitles. Like I don't need subtitles, but like, bruh.
Dude, I was sitting there and I'm like, my very
My girlfriend
small
needs
Spanish
subtitles.
is very good.
He's like, I'm good. I understand what they're saying.
I thought like maybe it was the you know what it was on, didn't just put the subtitles, and I'm like I'm like shit, I gotta use my brain to actually try to translate some of this.
I don't know. It's weird. I mean, West Side Story has never been one of my favorite musicals in general
think it's
because
okay
it's
for me.
also based off of probably my least favorite Shakespeare play. So
Yeah,
Tick Tick Boom better than West Side Story.
I agree with that.
yeah, I do agree with that as well. I agree with that highly.
But do you believe the play is better than West Side Story? Rent.
No.
Yeah, okay.
No.
That's what
So
I
that's the
thought.
thing. As much as
I'm
West
going
Side,
off
as
of
much
a-
as West Side Story is not my favorite, I
Yeah.
really don't like Rent.
He just said he hates Tick Tick Boom.
No, it's different.
No, same thing. Anyway, yeah, no, wasn't a big
It's
fan
very
of it.
different.
Power Dog is on here.
Yeah, I like Power Dog quite a bit.
I'm just not a fan of westerns, so I just Like it was okay,
I don't even know if I consider this a Western.
but it
Like it took place in it, but it wasn't like it wasn't a
it's not
Western you
traditional.
picture.
Yeah, it's not a
it
traditional.
just gives you the
Western.
vibes of Western.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like here. Well, to me, it was here's the West. It
It's
could
like-
take place in any period of the West.
And even then, like I think there was like little controversy, even like with this movie of old Western actors being like, "Oh, this isn't a Western."
Yeah.
because it's not.
Personally,
It's
I
not
don't-
pa pa pa.
no one's shooting. I said this movie
Clint
could all.
Eastwood, isn't it?
Yeah. This could also take place any time period. You just
Yeah.
say it's in the middle of nowhere and they don't
It's
have
just
cars.
in the past,
Yeah.
I guess. Even in the modern day, it would make sense.
Let's say 1950s and before easily.
Yeah.
You just get rid of the cars and you're
But
like, oh, yeah.
in the end, I think this is an adapted screenplay anyway. So
Yeah.
this is.
I like the
story from-
actress because I haven't seen her in a while. When anything, I'm like, I know you.
I know you. It's been a while.
It's been a while,
But I enjoyed it. It was a good movie. I mean,
I had fun
it
with
is
this
what
one.
it is. You know, it makes you uncomfortable. We're supposed to make you
my God,
uncomfortable.
I'm so uncomfortable throughout the whole movie. Between both the brothers and the son or whatever. I was just like, oh, just go away.
And it's just a fun little social commentary and stuff.
I mean,
and
some
the
scenes
idea
made me upsetty
on,
spaghetti.
yep, and on masculinity and all that other fun stuff. But it was a decent movie.
just a bitch.
Yeah.
You know, he is.
But it was a fun. interesting
Next one
movie.
upwards is Nightmare Alley.
Yep.
So we've talked about this
Talk
before.
about-
Yeah,
watch a
we've talked
video.
about it before.
Podcast.
No one's gonna clip it here, but just
You
scroll
can
down.
find it. It's too much work.
It's a little bit further ahead. It's not like it came out that
that long ago.
that long
That's what I said.
ago.
It's not too bad. Okay, we'll go to the probably one of the better films this year, Licorice Pizza. I think this movie is like
movie.
a 2 or a 1. I think
This
it's
movie.
so bad. It had no plot that like went straight through it. It was just like we go here, we go there.
I mean, the best way to describe this film and what it is, I mean, I think it's like it's a 1970s LA circle jerk
Yeah.
is what this movie
I can
is.
see that.
Is what, because I always thought, I think that was the point of this movie in the first place.
Yeah.
It was, I don't think the creation of this movie was ever really about like the characters as much as we need characters to live in this world, because that's what the movie's about.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's not excessively horrible when you think of it that way, because understanding what it is, but it's not great.
Yeah. I hated this film.
Yeah.
Like, because I reviewed it on other things. I'm just like, it's so bad. This is just one of the worst movies
It's not
I've
great.
seen all year.
Like, I mean, it's weird, you know.
From what the
I
story
guess-
was meant to be
Yeah.
to what it came out to. And it's about a.
I was so confused. I was watching this shit. I'm like, okay.
I thought they were the same age for a little bit because I totally missed the age gap thing. I was like, what the fuck is going
I
on?
thought they were fucking I'll say crew members, classmates or whatever.
So that's why I thought she was just like helping out.
How
and
does she
then-
look younger than him?
Yeah, that's why I was like, no way. He's
That's
fucking.
the meme I always thought was funny of this. It's a 35-year-old in a 15-year-old's body, and it's like
Yeah.
a 15-year-old in a 25-year-old's body.
Yeah.
It made no fucking sense.
And like, and just like how they act mentally and everything they do. It's almost weird that like they go out of their way, or they went out of their way in this to make the age gap, but then also have like their mental maturity like flipped as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Where even, I mean, the guy's character, I mean, he's still like a man child, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's like, he acts. I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't mean many 15-year-olds that like want to set up Ponzi schemes, you know?
It's Ed, Ed and Eddie, but with a fucked up
I mean, he did
romance.
come from like a family with money, I guess.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like,
I guess.
it's a little
Well, he's a
different.
child actor, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, I don't know.
It's just weird, but I mean, it's
And
weird.
she's poor.
Yeah, it's like weird, but at the same time, if you think of that time period, it's not unheard of.
Yeah.
Like it makes sense a little bit for that. It's just, I guess, under modern sensibilities, it just feels
It wasn't
wrong?
made for a demographic.
Yeah.
I don't think this should have went up for best directing or anything.
Yeah.
I think maybe best visuals. It had very beautiful shots, and that's all it had in my opinion.
Surprised Bradley
Maybe
Cooper
music.
was the best.
Yeah. Good
Surprised-
comedy.
Yeah, surprised
He,
Bradley Cooper
he
was
was the best of this movie. I mean, I like the costumes. So
Yeah.
but
They weren't like.
But
crazy.
this is one of those films. I mean, it's also full of like just cameos of people in the industry and stuff like that. So it's not.
Hollywood circle.
This
jerk.
was like perfect Oscar.
It's
bait.
Hollywood circle jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best way to
Okay.
describe what this film was.
Get off that garbage movie. King Richard.
Love that movie.
I like that movie.
I really like that movie.
Fuck the father. I'm sorry, but you're kind of an asshole. But you did get your kids to fucking fame.
Well, it's like saying, you know, like, have you seen the Tiger Woods documentary? Oh, his dad's an asshole, but you know, his kid's the best.
It's one of those.
His kid's the best.
It's one of those. It's like, dude, you fucked your kid's life, but you also helped it in a like. If they didn't become, imagine if they didn't become what they are now.
You're just an asshole.
They're just an asshole.
You're just an asshole dad.
Well, it's like, it's the idea. I mean, it's the weird idea of like when you watch like Whiplash, right? Like, is Whiplash different because, you know, the main character, you know, comes out on top in the end, right?
Yeah.
Or if he ends up like the other kid within the same movie that committed suicide in there. I mean, J.K. Simmons' character is a fucking dick. It's not even idea of like good teacher or anything.
Really good at playing like a dick.
Yeah.
Is he playing himself? Don't know.
I heard he's one of like the sweetest persons I actually talked to. But yeah, I mean, it's like, it's funny because you watch these movies and I almost feel like sometimes you do get a little bit of the wrong idea, like because of the way it's presented. Because Will Smith's character is not meant to be celebrated.
No.
But I feel like sometimes movies like this glorify it a little bit.
Yeah.
Which isn't necessarily, you know, like the best case scenario.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, sometimes your enemy needs a hero moment.
No, of
and
course.
basically that's what this whole movie is about.
Yeah.
And I agree. I think, you know, he was a bad person. But what he did, what the end goal was, came out to be great.
Yeah, he made it work, I guess.
The end justifies the means type of thing.
Yeah. But, I mean, they did good.
Though.
It was a good movie.
Good movie. Good story.
Yeah. I mean, you can enjoy it, right? It's like you watch Nightcrawler and you enjoy the living shit out of that movie, even though the guy is just like a prime example psychopath, right? But you're just like, fuck, dude, I'm with you, my man. Let's go. Let's see what ride you take me on.
What's his name? The Snap dude.
Snap dude
kills people with snap and everyone dies.
Oh, Thanos.
The snap guy.
The snap guy. The purple snap guy.
Yeah. He's on Broadway and he's doing this before the fight.
You know the purple boss action.
You could have been like the purple guy with the glove. I'm like, oh, I know.
No, it's the snap guy. It's like in West Side Story. Before they go to fight, they do the snap thing and then they go stab each other. Anyway, Dune. We've talked about this before. If you want to find it, it's real far down. Good luck on that one.
Shouldn't be up here until the second one comes out.
I agree with that.
Incomplete.
I agree with that.
It's a little incomplete.
Drive My Car.
It shouldn't even be here.
You don't think so?
No.
Yeah.
Did you not like it, Bob?
No.
I thought you would like it out of all of them.
No.
I thought it was okay.
It's so long.
It's too long.
It's just mid. I feel like, I guess for me, the emotional parts didn't hit me. I was kind of like, okay.
I kind of agree with him.
I did like the cinematography.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The story was
I'm just like, maybe I'm not Asian enough or Japanese. I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's just
I'm not a fan of the author of those books.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've only read like 1.5.
Yeah.
But from what I've
Fuck
read,
all the
books.
It's like, it's not my thing.
It's not my thing.
It's just not what I enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just long, dude.
It was long. I'm sick of 3-hour movies.
It's funny because, well, here's the thing, right? Because I can watch a long movie sometimes, and I'm fine, right?
With all the rings, I'm like, yeah, fine.
Lord of the Rings, sure. I mean, even
but that's just action
even when we watch like Dune, sure. I can watch Blade Runner 2049 easy. I could sit there, engross myself in this world. I get lost.
Sure.
I know this movie. I'm like halfway through. I'm like, where am I at?
Yeah.
Holy.
That's why we have the ye old finger. The scenes where they're just driving and nothing's happening. I'm like, oh, like they're speaking. Oh, now it's quiet again.
Those were my favorite parts.
Well, when nothing happened.
Yeah, I'm just like, Japan.
Wish it was there.
We've all been there.
I want to go visit again. That's what it was like. The inland sea is really good looking.
Be a shame if we weren't recording right now.
It would be a shame if we weren't recording right now.
Anyway, next one is
no, we're good.
Don't Look Up.
I like that movie.
I loved this movie. I don't think it's obviously Best Picture, but I think it's a great
I
film.
enjoyed it.
I also thought this movie was a little too long.
Oh yeah.
I feel
I
like
think it was at 2.5.
I feel like it's one of those like you know how you say you never it beats a dead horse a lot.
Well, I think that's what the point
and
of this
I think it
movie
is
was.
the point. It's just
My
okay.
favorites.
I don't know if it's Oscar worthy,
No.
but it was.
My favorite's
I
the
liked it.
people that don't understand the movie, and you kind of know what side they lean on, and you're like, you don't understand what's happening in the real world, do you, my friend?
You've met people like this,
of course.
What field do I work in?
bro. They were like, bro, this movie sucked.
Yeah.
It's not even funny. What do you mean, dude?
You're like, I don't understand what it was about. I'm just like, did you see the news? Are you looking outside?
are you living in this world right now?
But we know which way they go, and we don't talk about them.
Oof.
It's what it is.
It was really funny.
I
Though.
thought it was
funny.
a great movie.
I laughed quite a bit
I laughed
on a
quite a
lot of
bit.
those parts of this movie.
But, good movie.
I've never seen Leonardo DiCaprio like this.
Dude, the actors in this film blew my mind. Like who they got for the cast and everything. The fuck you doing?
I like the surprise popper.
Like blew over here.
Huh?
You clicked on something. And boop. I was like, where'd it go?
Oh, I was trying to bring this up,
Yeah.
and it did some funny stuff.
Next one would be Coda. Anyone watch that? Besides me?
I started it.
Oh, okay. I love this film personally.
I've heard it's really good.
The music's
and I really
great.
want to,
The
yeah,
acting's
so-
great. It's very uncomfortable. You'll love it.
Nice.
It's about a deaf family that are fishermen. And, they get fucked because they don't have like a person that can hear on their boat. They start their own company. And they're all getting all fucked. And the only one that can hear and speak is the daughter, but she wants to become a singer. So, it's interesting to see the family.
So they put the kid through all the adult situations because
She's like,
they need her to.
I'd say she's like,
translate for them.
17, 18. And it's pretty funny, the stuff she has to translate.
You could change, it to an immigrant family and be the same thing.
It's similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I said, I think it's just a good movie in general. I'd recommend watching it if you haven't done it. And then the last one is Belfast.
Yep.
I like that movie.
Another good movie.
That was
I
a good
like
movie.
the cinematography in this movie is pretty good. And then the story is pretty interesting and depressing.
Depressing what? No.
Nah, it's
No,
fine.
not even a little bit.
kid had a good life.
Yeah.
The only weird stuff was like the girl he was talking to.
Mm-hmm.
How old was she compared to him? Weren't they like, wasn't he like middle school, elementary, and she was high school? Like, wasn't that like the weird age gap thing?
I
that
thought she
going
was
on?
in college.
I don't know. It was a little weird.
She was a little old.
A little bit of those licorice pizza vibes.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like the main part of the story.
Yeah.
It was just, she was there to or show what the resistance or something, basically, and the shit that was going down during that time period.
So it wasn't as weird. It was just like a little,
A little creepy.
okay. And then you move on.
Yeah. Where licorice pizza was just in your face the whole time. And you're like, go away.
I mean, you did forget for a little bit until the end. You're like, and they get there, like, wait a minute, he's 15.
No. You forget, and then 5 minutes would go by, and then they would try to fuck, and then 5 minutes they'd separate, and then they try to fuck.
Oh my god, that scene when the dude is like, hey, can you show me your boobs? And she's like, fine.
It's like, okay.
God damn it.
God.
Anyway, which one?
Then who won?
Coda.
Coda.
What?
I do agree with this one.
It's a good movie.
Crazy.
So.
And the thing that would blow your mind, this is also straight to streaming.
Streaming. I know, it was on
Apple
Apple TV. Yeah, that's where I saw it. I'm like, it's been here for months. It came out earlier last year.
Yeah.
That's why when I was reading the news, people were saying, "Oh, this is the first straight to a streaming service that has one." And I feel like most of these kind of were ish, like Don't Look Up,
I ain't like this Oscars.
Doom. I feel like there was a few movies that stood out to me this year,
Yeah.
but nothing.
It was nothing
It wasn't
to like,
like a lot.
whoa. Yeah.
Obviously, like, the best movies aren't on here. Spider-Man's not here.
It was on there.
For
For what?
production design?
Yeah.
Or something like that. Or visual. I think it's visual effects.
Visual effects.
Yeah.
No, what's the best movie I watched this year? Fuck.
Suicide Squad, obviously.
That was
We
a really good
we did our
movie.
top 5 of the year. Check it out. It's somewhere down in the bottom. Good luck finding
It's
it.
somewhere in there.
What are we, 3 months in? 4 months in? Who cares?
Those are top three.
Was it top 3?
Top three, bottom three.
Yeah. I think we did top 3, bottom 3, but then we put like
It's coming.
Shout outs.
It's coming to me now.
Yeah.
We did that.
Recorded a lot.
Every day we have.
So if you want to see what our personal top 3, this is before Spider-Man because I remember putting it in the
yeah, that's right. This is before we
top
watched
3
Spider-Man.
It was the beginning of December.
Yep.
I remember now.
It was like right before we all watched Spider-Man.
I don't know what I put in there. I don't remember.
I remember
anymore.
what my number 1 worst one was, though.
What was?
Space Jam 2.
I had it there too.
We beat that horse so many times.
We beat it so bad that the Razzies chose it as
And
worst
then we
film.
beat it again. We talked about that.
Because fuck that movie.
Worst
Fuck that
movie.
movie.
Oh, it's that movie with Wolverine. I remember.
Reminiscence.
Yeah,
Reminiscence,
I didn't
yeah.
like that movie at all.
Sorry, Michael.
Shout outs.
But yeah, that was the Oscars. That's who won.
I wasn't.
Whatevers.
Yeah, it's not too bad. There's a few categories I personally think would have been different, like even with what they have nominated. But with what they nominated, I'm fine with
Yeah, that's
what
fine.
won.
Where's Belle?
Why would it be here, Bob?
Why is it not in the
That's a
animated?
good
It's
question, but
Japanese.
why would it be here, Bob?
But fucking Raya or whatever the fuck movie.
Because it's Disney.
Everything that Disney makes will always be on the Oscars.
Turning Red is gonna be in the Oscars.
Yeah, I will put
next year.
money down. It will be.
Yeah,
on
it'll
there.
be on the
I
Oscars
personally
for
didn't
me.
like it, but I think it'll be on there. Did have a good ending though. That boy band. I was like, this brings me back to the '90s. I can't wait.
I like when they showed up singing. After I thought they were dead.
When they're on the fucking. I liked it when the big panda comes in at the end and they're just floating up. They're like, help, help. I'm like, but damn, they just killed 5 people in this movie. God tier movie.
Got to your movie.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. That was the Oscars. What'd you guys think? Is it dead? Yes. The answer is yes.
It's always
What are you
It's
talking
always-
about?
It's always yes.
I hope they make it to 100.
They will.
And then they stop forever.
I don't know.
What if all the because the Academy people are old people, right? So
Yeah.
when they die, they're just gonna.
And then it's gonna be
stop?
another set of old people.
Oh.
You know, it just keeps moving up.
Yeah. So like the stuff that will be like 10 years from now, Oscar bait will be like the 80s. And it'll be the 90s. You remember the 90s, Bob? I remember.
No, one day, the time like the 2010s to the 2020s is gonna be their target demographic.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be a weird time.
But it's gonna be like the 2050s, 2060s by the time that happens. You remember, we gotta get old so we can vote on shitty movies. Hopefully by then we'll be fat and then we
movie now. The Razzies.
we can vote whenever we want
We
on
can
the
pay
Razzies.
$30 or whatever.
$30 for all of us to vote on the Razzies and shit on fucking Space Jam. I'll do it every
I thought
year.
you were gonna shit on Jared Leto.
That too.
I'm telling you, I hope next year, I hope he puts out a role that's so good this year that he makes it for Best Picture or Best Actor. And he does.
I mean, he already won an Oscar for I think it's Best Supporting
Yeah,
or Best
supporting.
Actor.
It was best
Yeah,
supporting
yeah.
actor.
Well, I hope he's either
It was
in
in
one of those, but he's
Dallas.
also up for Razzie the same
It was
year.
in Dallas Buyers Club.
Only one I'm tilted that's not here, Pig.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
I typed in after the after the Oscars. I was like, oh, I want to see if Nicolas Cage, because I think you're supposed to go up for like a what's it called award. Him and like you've been an actor
Yeah,
for
yeah.
so long award.
He has a best.
Yeah.
He
For,
does have an Oscar.
Living in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
a good movie.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought he was up there for like some other thing.
Mm.
Him and Del Toro. I thought they were supposed to go up for something. So I googled it.
No,
There's a few
Denzel-
tweets that were
was it-
like, "Where's Pig?" I'm like,
Denzel,
yeah.
did he get a?
I don't know if Denzel. I think
Someone got like a.
Legacy
You've been
award.
here for a long time. Here's an award.
Jackie Chan did.
That
Not
was a
this
long-
year.
Yeah, that was a long
ago.
time ago.
I forgot what those awards are called.
Yeah.
Anyway, end this shit.
Alrighty. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Do the things. Julie, do the thing.
Subscribe. Everything else, who cares?
Subscribe.
Like all that stuff. Buy their stickers. But yeah. This was us talking about the Oscars.
Goodbye. See you next
this
time.
one,
End
man.
the shit.
Peace.